Carl and Lou here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. Festival seasons, in particular the ones that are now festival seasons, festival season, in particular the ones that are beginning to close up, e.g., complete the lineups and give us all the deets, mainly the ones that are taking place in May.
Yeah.
That's it, really. We've covered a few others, and now we're looking at Slam Dunk, which has also completed its lineup, but has gone further and has basically given us all the times, stage splits, everything.
It's nice. I think
fucking glorious.
Beginning of March.
Yep.
We're getting through this winter. End of the month, we're into spring. You want to be pushing that vibe of, look, this is the times. This is when you'll be seeing these bands.
Yeah, it's time to get excited about it.
Yeah.
Particularly if you want to sell the festival out, because it's not sold out as of the time of recording. Of course, it takes place on Saturday the 24th of May in the south for Hatfield and Sunday the 25th of May if you are in the north. Now, we're going to run you through all the bands in a fairly concise fashion because there's quite a few.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is basically, as we go through them, I've got my own personal schedule. Is I'm going to jump in every so often and kind of point out where clashes are bad for me as they are, or what my day might look like roughly.
Yeah.
Now, there's all great ideas quickly disappear, whereas we know once you're there, and you've been drinking, or you need to get some food, you need to use the toilet, you can't make it over to another stage, you can't be bothered sometimes.
Yeah, I say the
whole plans change.
Yeah, if you're having a nice time on one stage, you're going, oh, do you know what?
Possibly. It's an interesting one, but right now, this is my current plan, sort of. There's a few things that need a bit of work. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the stages, starting from the bottom, working our way to the bigger stages and so on. Yeah. Starting with and we're not going to read you out the times. That'll take too long.
Yeah.
So we're just going to start from the first band on or artist on and lead our way up there. The Key Club stage is first, and the South version is this. We start with Kid Bookie, who I fucking love. It is a damn shame. I'm going to bring it up right now, but basically, none of these starting bands, who I could see all these starting bands and be happy, can't happen because there's one on another stage that is a must-see.
So you're already...
So Kid Bookie is not on the cards, I'm afraid. Grey Wind? Don't know.
No, I don't know.
Winona Fighter? Don't know.
I'll take by the name.
Heart Attack Man?
No.
Nope. Free Throw?
No.
Nope. Mouth Culture, great band, but I can promise you right now, yep, 100% not seeing them.
Yeah.
Because there's someone else on another stage. South Arcade, seen them before, great band as well. Thoroughly enjoyed them, but I'm pretty sure they're not on the cards at all. I'm going to make sure, these are on my list. Graphic Nature.
Yeah.
Is a must-see. It's one of the heavier bands there, and they are on my, I might have to leave them a bit earlier to get to another stage for another band, but Graphic Nature on my list to see.
Yeah, same. Because I say, like, a lot of the bands I don't really know, some of them I'm not really keen on, so it's kind of, I kind of cherry pick and just enjoy the day. But yeah, Graphic Nature definitely on there.
I could stay here for Delilah Bond. I'd love to see Delilah Bond. However, I can tell you right now, it's a clash one for Delilah Bond. Not only with a band that's finishing up, all the way into another one. So yeah, it's not happening for Delilah Bond. Split Chain, not too much of a fan.
I don't know.
And Scowl, they are clashing as well. So they're not on the cards either. So yeah, so from that, the ones I know I'm definitely going to try to see. Oh wow, it's Graphic Nature.
Yeah.
That's it, really. It is what it is. This is these stages. It's so much going on. Because the Krang stage has the same problem with Lake Malice being on the first band. Actually, they're pretty much, they will be the first band on because the band I'm seeing starts 5 minutes after them. But Lake Malice, Sophie Powers, both bands I'm an artist I'm familiar with. Point North, I See Stars, none of them I'm planning to see. Rain City Drive. I would like to see them, but if I'm correct, they're right in. No, it's not going to happen unless I walk past and catch a song en route to this other band. It's not going to happen. Noah Finance. I don't know how you say that.
No offense.
No offense. Oh, right. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Twin Atlantic. Heard of them. As It Is. Heard of them. Wargasm.
Yeah, they're still hot. So.
And Hot Milk. Talking of hot milk. I'm familiar with all these names, but none of these. This is across the entire day the weakest stage for me.
Yeah.
I'm probably likely to not really be there at all.
Yeah.
Coincidence, that's Krang based as well. The Monster Energy stage. This is a bit more. This is the kind of, I guess this is the punk one, really. Like, kind of one. Like, what's
the main stage called?
They were just called Main Stage West and East this year. But I think this one is kind of like the Punk and Drublic one that's been previous years and things like that. But because certainly for older school bands. Because we start with the Mfs at 11:45. Then we have Save Ferris, and I know neither.
No. I don't.
Homegrown?
No.
Nope. The Ataris.
Oh yeah, man.
I was never a fan. I was never a fan.
Don't think I minded the hits they had.
Nah, it's not happening. It's not
No.
happening. Trust me, that's not happening. There are
No.
two major bands still to come up playing at roughly the same time.
Oh, okay.
The Aquabats, don't know them. Zebrahead. Now, I think I kind of put Zebrahead in there.
We've seen them.
Yeah, because there was nothing else going on around that time, and it was mainly I don't know. I'm not that big. I've seen it before. They're okay, but you know, I know some people who will win might be more up for it, so it might be out, get some food, chill out, watch them, and before I go do one of the other, big up, that would be for Graphic Nature.
Yeah.
So watch a bit of this, eat,
And
then go lose my shit for Graphic Nature. I am not a fan of Streetlight Manifesto. Still not a fan. Never been a fan.
They're getting a quite nice size set as well.
And then we have Less Jake, which should, in most cases, be a nice nostalgic must-see as a group. Except, I can tell you now, this has one of the harshest clashes, don't look, going overall, that I will get back to. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to call it on the day.
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio. I hope to see a bit of them. The only issue is they massively clash with, they partially clash with one band that is my number one must-see.
Yeah.
Partially clash with that. And then, while I could watch them, I could also then go see this other band and kind of finish the night with them. It kind of depends where I'm at. I'm going to call it at the time. I know I watched a bit of Alkaline Trio at my first Slam Dunk, which was when I went to the North one in Leeds. So who knows? Who knows?
Well, I'm getting them confused with my band because I thought these are the ones that are cancelled.
Private Eye.
Times. No, I think, is it the U's that cancelled?
Yeah, but the U's are here now.
Yeah. So I'm getting them mixed up in my head. So because you said they played at your first Slam Dunk, it can't be that long since they played, obviously. So
no, they're all right. They're all right.
Yeah, they won't pay for all on their own thing. So this is kind of like if we do see a little bit. Then,
maybe. And then there's a closing party which features Millionaires. Yeah. Which takes place actually in the Key Club Stage South, not actually on the stage either. Okay.
Yeah.
Two main stages there. Main stage East, and main stage West. West is weird. They're calling them main stages, but there is a clear who's a headliner and who's not.
I thought they used to be sponsored.
Yeah, well, but I guess maybe didn't get them this time. Maybe didn't get sponsors this time. Who knows? Okay. We begin the day on the main stage. Oh no, the very first band is actually Sweet Pill, 11:35. And there's another problem. I would love to see Sweet Pill. However, Defects. Main stage East. In fact, we'll go back and forth on this with the first bands of these stages. So Sweet Pill, main stage West, and Defects, main stage East. My band I'm beginning my day with Defects. And that's what I was talking about. Sweet Pill, Defects, forget the Mavs, Lake Malice, Kid Bookie. They are the four that is so fucking bull, man. That's incredible. But Defects for me, big fan of the band, huge supporter of them. Want to get there and make that my starting of the day.
Yeah, give them a go.
The next one on each stage. So main stage East has Dream State and main stage West has Hit the Lights. Now they're not quite exactly the same time. In fact, they start getting later. You know what? Let's drop that because they're getting. I thought they were going to stay roughly the same because they wouldn't. They'd be playing either or, won't they?
Yeah.
It's either or. So let's just stick with main stage East. Dream State. I would like to see Dream State. So they're on my list as well as what I would see after Defects.
Yeah. Okay.
Imminence. Don't really care for them, but I might check them out. They're on my list again. So who knows?
Yeah.
Landmarks. Right. There are two sections that are the worst clashes in this, and Landmarks are part of one of the worst clashes. So I am torn on this one. They clash. Well, John Overton, they clash with movements. You can see Landmarks are 1450, movements are 1430. Movements are they're quite different bands. And movements I've never seen before, whereas Landmarks I have.
Right.
But Landmarks are killer live, and I feel like amongst our group, Landmarks has been the one that maybe people will enjoy more.
Right.
Because they're certainly heavier.
Yeah.
Dan had the same problem. I think this is a call out on the day.
Yeah.
Depending upon where I'm at or what's nearer.
Yeah.
I'm still leaning towards Landmarks because I'll catch movements maybe in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm a bigger fan of Landmarks who are doing more at the moment anyway. But that's a harsh one for me. I've already mentioned that Stray from the Path are on my list. They are a must-see. So when I was talking about Rain City Drive, that was a good example where I'd be going from Landmarks. Landmarks finishing at 3:30 and then have 25 minutes for Stray from the Path. I could walk past Rain, but I'm probably going to get a drink, whatever, and then I'm back for Stray from the Path. 100% for me. Finch, band fucking. Why are we still booking this band?
Oh, they're the ones. What it is to burn.
They suck.
Okay, I love that one song. Yeah,
They suck. The Used. Now, I mentioned Graphic Nature earlier on, and I said I'd have to leave a band early to go see this band. I'll be leaving Graphic Nature a little bit early because they finish at the same time as The Used start.
Oh, right.
But I could also maybe miss the beginning of The Used. I'm not sure. I want to get over to see The Used because I haven't seen them live for like nearly 15 years. And there's some hits that I would like to hear. I think I'll have fun at that.
Yeah.
And they finish, and directly when they finish, Less Than Jake start.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get back to that in a minute because on the other stage, there's a problem. And it's another clash.
Wow.
There are clashes. I'm surprised there turned out to be so many in the end. But The Used is problem, and I'm certainly going to see some of it.
Yeah.
But then we have Electric Callboy, main stage, last band of that main stage there.
Yeah.
However, well, we have a problem here, and this is where I think it's such a mess, right? So I'm going to try and explain this the best I can and using the main stage West as an example into this. So let's say after The Used, I'm like, right, let's go watch a bit Less Than Jake, or I'm torn between Less Than Jake and Neck Deep, who are on the main stage West. They clash directly. Less Than Jake are on at 1915, so directly after The Used, and Neck Deep stop at 1920.
Yeah.
I've seen Less Than Jake loads, never seen Neck Deep. It's a real problem for me because I know the nostalgia thing is going to drive a lot of people towards Less Than Jake.
Yeah.
But the younger crowd might go towards Neck Deep. It's very, very all over the place. However, regardless, Less Than Jake play for an hour till 8:15. Neck Deep play till 8:30. Both of them, Electric Boy could start at 1945. So even Less Than Jake halfway through them.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking point of going over there?
Yeah.
And the same with Neck Deep. I am Electric Callboys, my must see. Yeah. I'm there for that. I'm all there for that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a complete and utter mess. But then let's go back. Let's go back to Main Stage West. So we said Sweet Pill, but then we got Hit the Lights. They're not on my list. Knuckle Puck are, because it's kind of in between Dream State and Imminence. This was a section overall. I don't actually have that much to see. Yeah. So maybe be chopping and changing and listen to some others. Yeah. I've already mentioned the issue with movements, the fact that they clash directly with landmarks. I'm still leaning towards landmarks. The starting line, Hot Mulligan, neither I care that much about. Yeah. And that's a big one where it comes to Newfound Glory. I know this is going to be popular with a large group of people we're with. This is simply not on my list. 1755, they clash directly with Graphic Nature. I know where I'm going. I'm not going to Newfound Glory. I was never a fan growing up.
No. I think sometimes the joy of Slam Dunk is when there's not as much that you 100% want to see, or like you're not that fussed about. Or some like nostalgia bands are not really, like pop punk for me was never a thing. So now it's more kind of like just enjoying the day. So for me, Newfound Glory, I'm like, I know 2 of their songs. Yeah. Again, from watching like the TV channels, but nothing, I don't know any albums or anything. I don't know any deep cuts. Nope. So for me, it's just like a go with the flow thing for sure. I mean, I've definitely, Electric Callboy for me is like the highest priority for me. But yeah, so I'm happy to kind of just.
Well, do Graphic Nature, and then I'll go from that to The Used. And if we're separating with people, meet you over there for The Used, that kind of thing. Already obviously talked about Neck Deep. This is, I don't know. Like, because Electric Callboy, if it was a choice between Less Than Jake and Neck Deep, I think I might even try to do both. Well, I'd watch half and half. I did that last year with a band. But because of Electric Callboy and the time getting around the stages and wanting to get maybe a drink before Callboy and stuff like that, I just don't even know if I'll see either, basically, in the end. And that brings us to the last band, the Main Stage West, which is A Day to Remember. I've got them on my list purely because although they clash with the majority of the Alkaline Trio, and that's what I was talking about before, I know them. I might go out, you know.
Are they a nostalgia band?
Not yes and no to a degree. They've been around a while, but what you see, you don't know them.
No, not at all.
No, I mean they are fairly significant, hence why they're headlining. But for me, it's kind of like that might be a nice way to finish things off, because if Alkaline Trio, like they start at 9 o'clock, and Alkaline Trio start at 20:40, so 20 minutes of Alkaline Trio, A Day to Remember, get on stage. Alkaline Trio finish at 21:40, where Day to Remember is still playing for another 35 minutes. Yeah. So you can still do both in theory, and you walking out kind of thing, stop and watch the last bit of A Day to Remember. Like, to me, it's still a very strong possibility.
I think that's definitely. I think if you're on the fence about going to Slam Dunk, I think that's the joy of it. You can just literally a few beers, fingers crossed, good weather.
Of course, always.
And I think apart from the year where I think they admitted that the crowd, it was too busy, not well thought out.
The year before,
the year before, sorry, the crowd have always been. I've always found nice crowd.
I can't wait.
People,
I can't wait.
So
I can't wait. It'll be fun as fuck.
Yeah, because say like majority of this is not really my jam 100%. I'll pick and choose. I have some fun and some really good times at Slam Dunk. So
yep, It's going to be a great festival. There's a hell of a lot of bands on it. You should definitely be coming if you're not already. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you got your own taste and probably arguing with me when I'm like, don't go to this band. And oh my God, what do you mean you're not going to go see this band and stuff like that? And it's simply, well, of course, oh, great. I said, great. It is the fact that my personal schedule, I still haven't narrowed it down. I've still got like several things ticked at the same time. I don't know I have no idea what I'm going to do regarding, like, so the likes of landmarks and movements, for example. I have no idea. I'm going to call it on the day. Do you know what I mean? Particularly if one, for example, let's say the majority of our group is like, oh, they're going to go get some food around that time.
Yeah.
I know, and Dan and Elle are like, oh, we're going to go watch landmarks. You're not decided. I'm going to go with them. So I'm saying, like, something like that's how it's going to be. It's that kind of big kind of thing. But I love that. I love that. I love the fact that I've had that problem.
Yeah.
You know, ideally I wouldn't. Ideally we want no clashes, but I can live with it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think the fact is, like, once you get your bearings of all the stages, you go right.
Yeah. And you can be quick as well, particularly sometimes I've done it on my own where I'm just like, right, I'm moving through these stages quickly and I'll be back in a bit kind of thing. You're staying at one spot, I'll be back here in a bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's not hard to find each other as well. But there you go. That's our look at Slam Dunk South specifically, but Slam Dunk overall. What do you reckon? What's your thoughts on this lineup and who are you looking forward to seeing? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.